It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see a couple of teams who joined the league in 1950. It's the Niners and the Browns, and it's all up next.
Along the shores of Lake Erie, the Dog Pound already in full roar. We welcome you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. We are bundled up. This should be a fun one. So glad you're with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, we love watching and calling snow games, but you played weather like this. What's it like?
Oh, man, there is nothing better. Kind of brings you back to your roots of having a snow day, a day off of school, and just get all your buddies in the neighborhood and just go play outside. But in all seriousness, it actually really benefits the offense. I mean, people always are questioning the passing game and whatnot. The offense knows where they're going. It's on the defense to react, and that's where the footing and that's where the snow really has its biggest effect. I think today, for both teams, advantage offense.
Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, the veteran quarterback first-round pick back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
1st and 10. Now the Georgia Bulldog. Here's Nick Chubb. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Once again, it's Chubb. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
Watson going to give it to Chubb. He'll take this down to the 47. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
From the gun, here on 3rd down, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy, making the read and keeping it. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's to the right side and incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, it will lead to some easier and better completions.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. They'll put Ayuk in motion. 3rd down. Purdy. Inside the 10, it is caught. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. So Kittle comes in motion. Again, it'll be McCaffrey. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
3rd and goal. It's Purdy. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Brock Purdy. Touchdown, 49ers. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. Through the snowflakes. This one good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Pierre Strong on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the books. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A run up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 44. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Watson. That's complete. It's Cedric Tillman. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
On 1st and 10, it's Chubb. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. To throw on 2nd down is Watson. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. A pickup there of 13. First down, Cleveland.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Watson now on first down. That'll be taken in by Moore. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's Watson now on second down. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. On second down, here's Watson. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw is Watson. And that is incomplete.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there, probably the best possible outcome.
Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Browns are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Hopkins now, following the made field goal, back out to send it away. This will be returned from the 6. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The 49ers offense ready for their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Purdy now on 2nd down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On 1st and 10, here's Watson. A throw caught by Judy on the outside. (7-3) is the score. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. Now it's Watson. Off he goes. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Watson. That's caught. Down the field is Tillman. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. They get 25 on that connection. 1st down, Cleveland. Here's Watson. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Throwing again is Watson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Watson. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense, settling for too many field goals.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the goal line. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. So, halftime here, it's the visitors, the 49ers, who are on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime reports. The Niners got a fine performance in the 1st half from one of their leaders, Brock Purdy. He's got the lone touchdown of the game on a touchdown run. We'll see if he can get it going through the air as this one goes on.
All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the 2nd half to follow. Well, this snow not abating at all. If anything, might be coming down a little bit harder as we are underway here in the 3rd. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. 49ers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. That was Jordan Hicks who got him down. On 2nd down, Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Right side. Hauled in by Samuel.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
After suffering that loss there on 2nd down with the sack, Mike, now everything as a play caller goes out the window. I'm 2nd and goal. I'm thinking, all right, even if I don't get it here on the ground, I've got 3rd and 4th down to punch it across. Now I go backwards. This 3rd and goal almost has to be a pass, and I'm looking at a failed 3rd down away from a field goal.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On 4th down, it's Jake Moody time for the Niners. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. He'll get about 2. Up from the secondary, Diamador Lenore with the stop. Second down and 8. On the zone read, they hand it to Chubb. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They bring Judy in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A run straight ahead. That's Ford. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it here, and it's Chubb. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Once again, it's Chubb. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Watson going to give it to Chubb. And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 2. On the handoff, this is Chubb. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll weave his way down close to that 1st down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Purdy on first down. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
So Kittle comes in motion. To throw once more, it's Purdy. He'll get it inside the 20. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Back to the air is Purdy. Got his man at the 6.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And looked like he may have had a lane, but the defense shut it down quickly. He did not get in. It'll be second down. Again, it'll be McCaffrey. Powering forward. He's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Moody now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. On the return, this is strong. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one caught by Akins. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
2nd and 6 coming up. Shotgun snap to Watson. That one complete to Moore. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
That's good. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A play fake. Now Watson to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. Again, it's Watson. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Anytime you're playing zone defense and everybody's eyes are on the quarterback, it's really easy to lose sight of some of the receivers. That's exactly what happened here. He started all the way on the far side of the field and worked his way across. Found a soft spot in the zone, and the quarterback's able to put it on him.
Right back to Judy. He's got it again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. To the air again. Watson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Watson now on third down. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Here we go. One final play. That's deep for the back of the end zone. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.